all your calls on all the subjects. We're back again tomorrow morning. In the meantime, my email address is jb@bbc.co.uk. Unless I'm very much mistaken, old Angry Guts is back. Good morning.
Good morning, John.
You're thran this morning for some reason. I can tell, even though you've only said 3 words.
Good morning, John.
What's wrong with you?
Good morning, John.
That's better.
Nothing is wrong with me, John, except to say what a great pleasure it is to be back and how wonderful it is to talk to you again. You've no idea how much I missed you.
Sincerity is dripping from you.
Whilst I was away, I often lay in bed at night and thought of you and wondering, what is John doing at this moment? And I never had a satisfactory answer. How are you?
I'm fine. You were abroad, weren't you, in the States?
Yes, I was in a number of places. I was in Birmingham for a few days and then I went to New York.
Birmingham, Alabama or Birmingham, England?
Birmingham, England.
Right.
It's a very strange place, John. Don't go there. But New York is a different matter, and it's a wonderful place to be. And you and I will share, you know, the greatness that is that great city.
Is Susan about?
Why?
I'd like to congratulate her
Why?
on being nominated for a Sony Award.
Even though we weren't?
Oh, that doesn't matter to me. Awards wash over me.
Let's see if I can get her. Hello?
Hello, Susan.
Hold on a minute, you mean? Let me see if I can get her.
4.
Hello, Susan.
Hold on. Hello, Sue.
Good morning. How
Susan,
are you?
Susan, may I very sincerely offer my congratulations to you on your elevation and your award for a Sony.
Thank you so much.
And I
John.
hope you win
Thank
it.
you. Thank you very much. I appreciate it such a lot.
Even though that John and I were not.
Sour grapes.
No,
I will let you come in on my slipstream, as a great man said to me yesterday.
I've been in your slipstream before. May I say that I have to. You may sound like sour grapes, but I mean, I go away 2 days and then they just nick in, John.
Oh,
you know.
yeah. Susan, have you been to a Sony Award do before?
Never in my puff, John.
May I give you a word of advice?
Go on.
Don't do as the others do and get smashed before you have to make an acceptance speech. Because it's very difficult, isn't it, Gerry?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, you're the only man that I can remember who made one parallel to the ground.
I've had my moments. After all, of course, Radio Ulster's had a couple of nominations as well.
That's right.
Radio Foyle has been nominated as Station of the Year.
And so has Radio Ulster.
I know that. I'm just saying that. You know, please don't.
So, John, this is going to be a Radio Ulster, Radio Foyle, a whole Happy Family BBC Northern Ireland event. Will you be there?
Well, I don't know. The
Has
powers
no one
that be
told
haven't
you yet?
decided. But you see, if Radio Ulster just happens to win, they'd probably let us have a lick at the trophy each, you know.
Well, I don't lick the trophy as a rule, John. I know you've been seen to do that, but I don't agree with listen, this is all very.
Why have you got a bucket over your head?
Yeah. Congratulations, Susan.
Thank you very much. And Gerry, it's lovely to see you back. We missed you.
Again. And I haven't seen
Take
you.
better aim the next time.
All right. John, thank you. It's lovely not to see you.
Have a lovely day.
Okay.
Bye-bye, Susan.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Yeah.
Short people got no reason. Short people got no reason. Short people got no reason to live. They got little hands, little eyes. They walk around telling great big lies. They got little noses, tiny little teeth. They wear They got little hands, little eyes. They walk around telling great big lies. They got little noses, tiny little teeth. They wear platform shoes on their nasty little feet. Well, I don't want no short people. Don't want no short people. Don't want no short people around here.
Short people are just the same as you and I.
A fool such as I.
All men are brothers until the day they die.
It's a wonderful world. Short people got nobody. Short people got nobody. Short people got nobody to love. Short people got
That record started again. Did you notice that? That record started again. I put it on once, and never mind that. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's good to be back. This is Gerry Anderson here. Welcome to the programme, and I have to say thanks to Mr. Coyle for sitting in so ably during the course of this last week or so. It's been a nice time, but it's equally nice to be back. And may I say that the number to ring if you want to contact this programme is the same as it always is: 08459 555 678. That's 08459 555 678. Or indeed, you may send an email at gerry.anderson@bbc.co.uk. Well, how did you get on?
Pardon?
Did you get on okay?
I don't know.
Well, I have a number of emails here, which I'm sure you...
Yeah, you'll take pleasure in reading out.
No, seriously.
Yes, I know.
I've been away for a while, and I've had
Yes.
time to. I've had time to think.
Yes.
And I've had time to realise that I've been cruel to you in the past, and there's no need for it, and it's been gratuitous cruelty. It's the worst kind. And I have thought to myself that you've been so good to sit in and indeed look after things while I've been away, look after my flock, so to speak. I think it's only evil and bitter that when I come back I should attack you immediately.
Yes.
So
Did your CD blip there?
no, I'll tell you what happened. Something very strange happened. It went through, it blipped a couple of times, and then it started again.
Yeah, I had a few blips
I must
in your
really?
absence.
That kind of thing is happening, is it?
Yes. Your
yeah?
faulty CDs.
Faulty
There's a
CDs.
call for you on one if you're ready.
I'm ready.
Okay.
Yes, I'm ready.
All right.
Hello, good morning.
What's wrong with your outfit this morning? You're only back.
There's nothing wrong with me. I'm just saying...
See, by a very tone that you say that. You can tell a mile away. If it has to work out, it's about you. Like the rest of us been stuck here and the old dirty weather, and you've been gallivanting away across the world and everything.
It's been our dirty weather where I was too, so don't you accuse me
Shouldn't
of
you
that.
land full somewhere or something?
What are you trying to
on the
say here?
news.
What are you trying to say? I'm in...
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. I'm in perfectly good form today. There's nothing wrong with me.
It's just, I think you're a bit put out. You see, the thing about it is, Jack, like, you elevated that woman to the status she's at. You brought her on your big show and everything. Like, nobody ever hears. Next thing, she's up for a Sony Award.
I know I don't like it, but this is the way these things go. There's nothing I can do about it.
But there's Mary's a person. Sure, look at Hugo Duncan. You made him. Daniel O'Donnell, you made him.
There's some people I made I shouldn't have made at all. Well, listen, I've had disturbing reports here. I have a number of emails here which refer to an outside broadcast in my back garden.
Well, you see, as a matter of fact, this is what I want to discuss with you. Do you have the marquee organised, or will I ring the company, or what, like, is it organised, or what's that wife of yours doing? Is she making the sandwiches, or do we need to bring women with us?
From what I can gather, this arose from a discussion during the course of the time I wasn't here, whereby people were... we were going out during the summer, of course, to meet the people of Northern Ireland. It's only fair and proper that we do because, after all, they give to us over the year, and it's only fair that we give our time back.
Well, you see, obviously the other place, like Kenny Archer's Post Office Network can organise that, and maybe Big Barbara's will have to talk to her about that, and other places and that we nominated, maybe, but yours the most important one, because we need to know, like, what sort
But
of...
I can tell you, before we go any further, there will not be an outside broadcast from my back garden. There will not be, because it's an invasion of my privacy, and indeed, there's no need for it. We can find people...
Hold on a wee minute.
Yes.
It's not a matter just coming in. It's all organised.
No.
You can't... I know that you love to let the people down, and I've been on the other end of it many times.
I
But
know.
I'll tell you, yeah, look at this all. And Mr. Coyle has promised the people that we are going to your back garden, and there's marquee and everything.
He had no right to promise.
Apparently it's free drink.
There would have been free drink if I had given permission to go ahead. But may I say this to you? I'm only saying this because I've learned lessons in the past. You may well know a well-known, tall, bearded man who used to be black-haired but is white now, Mr. Gerry Kelly.
Well, you see, this is how it came about.
I have learned from him.
I think one of the listeners rang in and said, like, Gerry Kelly invites the people, why can't you? And I think this is, you know.
No, because I have been to Gerry Kelly's house whilst he invited everyone in. I know what it's like. And I went down to his house one time, his New Year's Eve television programme, and I noticed that the house was very bare. And I couldn't see anything. I said, Gerry, this house looks very bare. He said, I've hid all the ornaments. And he did. He hides all the ornaments. He says, people take them. And I said to myself, he said, never do that. He said, never bring them into your own house.
But we're not going to. We're only going to the tank outside or something.
You'll be wanting to go to the toilet.
I know that, but you're at the higher Portaloo. See, you know the same Portaloo we can take with us. No one go to the different place like Kenny Archers and then down to George's. We can take the same Portaloo.
Okay, I haven't entirely dismissed the idea of it. But
I've all the bases covered here.
I have to say, my first instinct is to say a definite no. But then again, there's no reason to talk about I can't be talked around
Well,
eventually.
you see, this is it. If there's money in it for you, you know.
Oh, is there money in it?
Right. Well, apparently so. Well, the other thing is, right, this is the thing. Now, he was supposed to ring me back, right, and organise, I think it's the 5th of April, this boat trip. Is it?
What boat trip? I don't know anything about a boat trip. What boat trip?
We're going for in the boat trip, so the 5th of April, Friday week.
What is
I'm
this?
invited. Sure, Gerry knows going.
What is this about a boat trip?
What
What is this about a boat trip?
A boat trip. I'm organising a boat trip
You're organising a boat? Oh, for you?
for the wee show.
Oh, the wee show. Oh, that's
Yeah.
all right. I don't have to go, do I?
We would love you to come.
No, I'm not going. But I don't. It's not for me.
No, but there's an invitation for you.
I don't want to go.
Okay,
In other
sure.
words, I thought perhaps you'd organised a bus.
No, we suggested. We
Yes.
suggested that you do a programme from the foil during the summer.
Yeah, no way.
Why not?
No way.
Why not? Why don't you do your programme from the River Foyle? Take your James Martins and your Michaels and all those people,
Write it all
and
down.
and take them all out. It takes the boat holds, I think, about 150 people or so around that, and have a day out.
Are you serious?
Yeah. And have a bit of entertainment a bit of sing along on the boat. It works. I've tried it. I've been there.
But you can't get off it if it's no good.
But it's up to you to make it good, and the people will make it good.
But what you're saying is that if I go on a boat with people, I can't get off it.
You just talk to people and you describe the
But I
scenery.
can't.
And
But what you mean is I can't get off it even if I want to.
Yeah, you'll be on the boat for 3 hours.
That's too long.
There's a bar there.
Is it?
Yeah.
But it's ordinary people, Gerry. It's the people that would talk to you
Turn
on the
me
phone
off.
and all. It's just the ordinary people. It's not like people, you know.
This is too much for me. I have jet lag. Listen, I'm not ready yet to talk about stuff like this.
But
People.
I have other things I need to speak to you
Yeah,
about.
go ahead then.
Well,
What?
a number of people have approached me
Yes.
and said to me, within the past week, you obviously have been away and maybe haven't seen this advertisement.
What?
But there's an advertisement on BBC Northern Ireland for Friday night viewing, right?
Yes.
Now, and like in more words than one, the people have said to me, why can't they get somebody from this country to do the advert? Why have they to go and get somebody who doesn't even come from here?
Well, I don't see these.
Try to
ads.
put on an accent,
I don't see these.
and it's
ads.
not working.
What kind of ads are they? I don't see them.
It's for Friday night viewing, and he's telling his wee husband, his son, to get out, on a Friday night. They want to stay in. No pretend and all, like we want to stay in because, we're going out next week and all. But he's putting them out of the house. But it's the guy who, the dad of the house. Like, I don't know where he's from, and he's trying to put an accent on from here, and it's not working.
Let me just check.
I'm glad Michael brought that up because that has been annoying me. Is that a phony accent, Michael?
It's very he's
You're
not.
a Belfast man. You would.
Well, you
know.
see, it's definitely not Belfast. And people have approached me genuinely, Jack,
Yeah.
and have said, you may tell him and get that sort of... No way you can get the thing sorted out. Because you know the people.
the wee boy's good and the wee girl's good.
That's right, because they're from here, I think.
Hold on a minute.
the dad's no good.
I have no idea. I have no idea what you're talking
Well,
about.
but this is what we're saying. Why don't you watch the flipping TV
It's a
and find
good
out?
ad.
I want to
It's
feel
a very
included.
good, very funny trail.
I'm excluded from this.
Well, can I just say to Michael, isn't it a very good trail?
It's a very
funny,
good trailer,
it's
but the wrong
great.
person in it.
Your man's no good.
The girl and the fella are very good.
That's right.
And they interject very well. They interject very well.
They interject very
yes,
well.
yes,
Do
yes,
they?
Oh,
yes,
shut up!
yes.
But they're very good, John. And it's your man that ruins it.
Yes. Well,
And I don't know
he
what
doesn't
sort of
ruin
an
it. He's
accent
weak.
it is, but it's not from here.
No.
Is there anything else, Michael?
Yes, he near fell out the window.
Who did?
I did.
When?
And I say, who wasn't saved you? Who saved your life?
Eamon Friel.
Eamon Friel.
You nearly
saved
fell
his
out the
life.
window on Radio 4?
Yes.
What were you doing?
I was trying to close the window.
And you nearly fell out?
I fell off the desk and I fell towards the window, and I was going towards the window, and Eamon Friel grabbed hold of my bum.
Well, why on earth didn't he let... Are you sure he was trying to save you? As far as I know, he's been trying to grab a hold of your bum for some time.
Can we
I wouldn't be too sure about that.
move on?
Yes, we'll move on. Right, thank you very much, Michael. Goodbye.
There's another call for you, please.
I know.
I know my love by his way of walking, and I know my love by his way of talking, and I know my love dressed in a suit of blue. And if my love leaves me, what will I do? And still she cried, I love him the best, and a troubled mind sure can know no rest. And still she cried, bonny boys are few, and if my love leaves me, what will I do? There is a dance house in Merodach, and there my true love goes every night. He takes a strange girl upon his knee. Well, now don't you think that vexes me? And still she cried, I love him the best, and a troubled mind sure can know no rest. And still she cried, bonny boys are few, and if my love leaves me, what will I do? If my love knew I can wash and bathe, if my love knew I can sew and spin, I'd make a coat of the finest kind. But the want of money sure leaves me behind. And still she cried, I love him the best, and a troubled mind sure can know no rest. And still she cried, bonny boys are few, and if my love leaves me, what will I do? I know my love is an errant rover, I know he'll wander the wild world over. In dear old Ireland he'll no longer tarry, an American girl he's sure to marry. And still she cried, I love him the best, and a troubled mind sure can know no rest. And still she cried, bonny boys are few, and if my love leaves me, what will I do? And still she cried, I love him the best, and a troubled mind sure can know no rest. And still she cried, bonny boys are few, and if my love leaves me, what will I do? What will I do?
As the Chorus, of course, that's a song called, what's it called? It's there somewhere. Oh, My Love, whatever you call it. That's with the Chieftains. It's called, I Know My Love, the chorus. That's from the Chieftains' new album, which is called The Chieftains, the wide world over. It's a 40-year celebration of the 40 years anniversary of the Chieftains getting together. I'm not well today.
No, I know.
Can you tell?
Hello?
I'm not well today.
I know you're not.
I have jet lag and I've got a flu.
Aye.
There's
There's
a
a
lot
lady.
of things going on I don't understand. Look, here's a...
There's a lady lost her handbag with her passport in it in Belfast on Saturday night. If anyone knows anything about it, could they contact us here, please? Would you talk to Philip on 2?
Who's Mr. Magoo?
Mr. Magoo's a cartoon character.
Well, what's it got to do with me?
Oh, I don't know. I'm sure.
Have you been calling me Mr. Magoo when I was away? Have you? It's right. Just as long as you admit it, I don't mind.
Was I calling you Mr. Magoo?
It says here, thank God you're back, it says.
Yeah.
The nation is sick and tired of listening to country and western music and the phone boy calling you Mr. Magoo. Is that you?
Must have been someone. Must have been a caller calling.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, must have been.
I'm sorry. No, you know.
Maybe it was Michael. or
I'm sorry.
something.
I just want to check this.
Yeah.
On a more serious note, I'm looking forward to the outside broadcast from your back garden. What a nice gesture on your part. The phone boy was asking for suggestions regarding how the massive crowds who are bound to turn up could be entertained. That sounds like you to me.
No, that was
Doesn't it?
James Morton.
Oh, I'm sorry. I hope you don't. I don't. I'm not saying that you're the phone boy. I'm just saying this is.
No, it was James Morton suggested that we do the broadcast from your back garden.
Well, he called me Mr. Magoo.
Must have been. Maybe it was Michael. Maybe it was James.
It's not like a thing that Michael would do.
No.
They wouldn't know who Mr. Magoo was. You're the only one I know who'd know Mr. Magoo is.
No,
Because
it's
we
poss-
talked about. Did you call me Mr. Magoo? I just want to know. It's all right.
Tall.
To that end, I would like to offer my services. My hobby is metal detecting. And I'm quite prepared to offer my services to you by putting on a demonstration. This would entail digging up most of your garden in search of buried treasure. But I'm sure you wouldn't mind that at all. Tell Geordie to bring the pig, as I'm sure it would be a big help to me. And who knows, it may unearth a truffle or two. Please let me know by email when you'd like me to come. That's Alex Tyrrell. I don't think we need his services somehow.
Did you ever eat a truffle?
I never ate a truffle, no, in my life. But pigs are quite fond of them, and they unearth them.
Yes.
And men pick them up. They're roots, aren't they?
We used to eat them.
Who's we?
Us wee boys.
Wee boys.
When you're a wee boy,
Would you get a pig to find one for you?
you just find them yourself.
What's your way? People use pigs for that kind of thing.
Yeah, no, but you realise why the pig searched for them, or grunted for them, or hoked for them, or whatever he did. What
How
did he do?
did you prepare your truffles before you ate them?
I think you just washed them in the burn.
Washed them in the burn and then ate them? It could be eating anything.
I know.
What did they taste like?
I can't remember.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Anyway, do you want
don't
to think about it for a while?
no.
Come back
There's
to
a
me.
man on too.
Yes. Please play a request for my lovely husband, Kevin Fowler, who works in Securicor, and Tom, his faithful companion, who listens to your show every day. Tell him I love him very much and can't wait to see him later. Ooh.
Have you got Amanda McBroom with you?
That's love from Donna. No, I haven't. I have nothing with me today. Lucky I'm here myself.
Well-
I didn't get in here until last night.
What time do you get home at?
Oh, don't be talking.
What, was it late?
Don't be talking. I was
All
up
right.
all night the night before last. I don't know what day it is. Do you do something about eggs? See, this is what I hate about being away. You come back and all this crap is here for you.
Eggs.
Yes. My husband was travelling in his car yesterday. He heard someone on your programme say that you shouldn't eat eggs because they put up your cholesterol. Oh, that sounds like you. I would be grateful if you could let your listeners know that there's an egg called Origin, which is an extremely healthy egg and does not raise your cholesterol because it has high levels of omega-3 fatty acids. It also has high levels of vitamin E and organic magnesium, zinc and selenium, all of which are good for your immune system. This is the only egg which is endorsed by Jean de Vries. I endorse this egg!
All right.
Hey, let's put that
What
egg
about the
in front
man
of
on
me. I'll
two?
endorse an egg. If you give me an egg, I'll endorse it. Give me an egg. Show me an egg. I'll endorse it. Ginkgo biloba. Ginkgo biloba.
This man's got a game to go to.
Anyone interested in knowing where they can get this egg can phone 02837522708. I have had this egg on many occasions.
What do
I
you
have
call
to
the
say to you.
egg?
Origin.
And
Origin as opposed to estrogen.
but how do you get an egg to lay an origin, a hen to lay an origin egg?
You say, I want an origin egg. Now, get squatting. That's what you do. Hello, good morning. Hello. Is
Did the man still? Is he on two?
I don't know. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Sorry to keep you.
Oh, no problem. It's good fun listening
Turn
to
me
you.
off.
Oh, no, I wouldn't turn you off.
No, me.
Don't be so ignorant, please. I'm talking to someone. Hello?
Hello, Gerry.
Yes, never mind the help.
Hi.
What can we do for you?
Tell you what it is. Basically, I'm wanting to complain about the BBC as many, just one aspect at the present moment in time because they're quite a good company.
They are indeed. They've employed me on Man and Boy.
Exactly.
Exactly, yes.
Well, I tell you what it is. The High School Cup is on today in Ravenhill. Ballynahinch High School and Dromore High School. Ballynahinch hopefully will beat Dromore.
Uh-huh.
But the BBC won't broadcast or aren't broadcasting it live, and as far as I know, they aren't even doing highlights of it. Yet they will treat the grammar schools better by broadcasting their games live. Do they think that the high schools are too common, or do you think they're not good enough? Because there is a lot of people out there like rugby and do support and play in high schools.
I detect a certain amount of bitterness in you.
Oh, most definitely. I don't think the high schools are just as good students as in grammar schools, and I really think that the BBC is totally wrong for not doing it.
Let me talk you down a little. Let me explain one thing. I understand what you're trying to say, and I understand how close these subjects are to you. And I understand that sometimes the ways of the BBC are not immediately, well, obvious to
Yeah.
those out there who think they know better. But the BBC is a vast amorphous mass, full of strange people who do strange things. But every once in a while, there's a consensus. The way decisions are made in the BBC, someone throws pieces of paper up there and they all come down. Then somebody lifts down and picks one up. And that is the decision that's made. And unfortunately, the decision to televise whatever it is you're talking about, the decision to not televise it was on one of those pieces of paper that was picked up off the floor after they're all thrown up in the air. And I'm sorry, that's the way it is. But you see, the point is, if you keep telling me about this, maybe the next time they won't throw that piece of paper up in the air.
Let's hope they'll just pick it
Yes.
straight away.
Exactly. So this is the point.
Because we do have a lot of supporters.
I know.
Where I am at the moment, every last one of them is rooting for the high school, and everybody in the shop here just, well, in some ways, wants to go to it, but they can't, unfortunately.
Uh-huh.
And all the school kids are over here, all excited this morning, and and that, it would have made their day if it had been broadcast. Plus, the BBC would get a lot of people watching it. I would say that now.
Well, it's probably too late to do anything about that.
I know it's a bit too late now.
This year, but I'm sure there'll be many people listening who would. Look, stop it, you.
I just
Stop
hear
it.
I just hear it. I hear it.
He wants to know if you've ever been in England for a while.
No,
Well, he's travelled.
Have you travelled?
just a bit.
Yeah, you can
Because we
hear
know
it.
by the way you put your voice up at the end. Well, you shouldn't say that. That man's talking about something serious. Go away. So I'm sure many people of different stripes listen to this program. I'm sure there's someone listening who can convey this to the very highest level in the BBC. And if they don't do it by thunder, I shall do it myself.
Well, thank you very much for listening to me, Gerry, and we'll certainly listen to you now when we're going our break.
And shame on the BBC for ignoring the lads.
Okay.
Okay.
Thanks very much now.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. You shouldn't ask people stuff like that.
I just wanted to know where he'd been.
He's talking away about stuff, and then you suddenly want to ask him about the way he talks.
No, he got his point over.
He got his point over, but he
He
doesn't
got
want
his
to be
point
asked.
over, and then it was time then for you. Yeah, I'm only
doesn't
trying
want
to
to be asked.
remind you on how you conduct your interviews.
I know how to
You're
conduct my
tired.
interviews.
No,
I'm
you're
tired.
tired.
I know I'm tired, but
What were
you
you
know,
doing in America? Tell us about your travels. What were you doing, and what's it all for?
What I was doing in America was I was doing a documentary for BBC Radio 2 about the Irish-American experience in America, not necessarily the World Trade Center towers and stuff and firemen. The St. Patrick's Day was only one of a number of things. I visited a number of establishments, talked to many people. It's as simple as that.
Right.
It's no big deal. And here's a man who wants to know, could you please...
So it's no big deal.
It's no big deal. No, I don't like talking about what I do because you only slag me when
I do not. I just wanted to... I mean, could you tell us when's it broadcast?
Probably in July sometime. But don't worry about that. Let's worry about our own Radio Ulster
I had
programmes.
several phone calls congratulating you on your programme on Radio 4,
Yes.
which you told us nothing about either.
No, I don't like doing that. My name isn't George Jones. It says here, Mr. Anderson, could you please tell me why the Radio Ulster traffic news gets extremely loud on the car radio? It cannot be turned down and makes us jump when it suddenly blasts out. Have you noticed that?
No,
It's-
I noticed that our news idents are quite loud.
I'm afraid it will cause an accident someday. Why does this happen on the car radio and not when listening at home? That's in case you fall asleep. It has certainly been puzzling us for a while now, and we hope you can sort it out for us. That's from Raymond and Paddy Barr of Glen Bay and Ross Server. That's the type of stuff I like to hear. Good
The
constructive.
same way
email.
as your levels are low this morning.
Are they?
Yes,
But by
you're very low. You're tired.
It's
you
me.
see. I know it's you.
It's me.
Yes.
I'll be all right. I'll be okay after the news. I'll get a wee jag.
No, there's a big surge in you.
There's a surge coming, yeah. We'll be back after the news. This is a wee bit... oh, no, this is not what I want. Oh, I know what this is. I know what it... That's Wes Montgomery, Eleanor Rigby. I'm going to play that whole record sometime. It was 3.5 minutes of that. I've only been time to play a minute and a half. But we have to go. We'll be back after news at approximately 4 minutes past 11 o'clock. There'll be no cut in Western today.
92 to 95 FM
and 1341 medium wave.
BBC Radio Ulster.
It's 11 o'clock and with the news, this is Sarah Travers. The Chief Constable Sir Ronnie Flanagan has arrived for a committee meeting of the Policing Board in Belfast. On his way in, he was asked about the security breach at Castlereagh Police Centre on Sunday night. Sir Ronnie said the missing documents do not include the names of informers, but he wouldn't comment on the exact nature of the files. He was accompanied by Detective Chief Superintendent Phil Wright, who's leading the police investigation. Meanwhile, the Policing Board's Vice Chairman Dennis Bradley said there's understandable public disquiet at the nature of the breach. Mr Bradley said he'll be urging the Chief Constable to make a public statement on this issue as soon as is appropriate.
I'm much more concerned that a bit of time be given to the investigation to take place. I think that the police have the right and must be ring-fenced off to give them that bit of space. But as soon as appropriate, as soon as is fitting, I think that the public then need to be informed and that the speculation needs to stop. Perhaps there are some things which may not be appropriate to come out into the public realm, but then that should be explained to the Policing Board.
A teenager's recovering in hospital after he was seriously beaten in a paramilitary-style attack in Londonderry. The 17-year-old is suffering from multiple fractures and puncture wounds. The attack happened on the Lecky Road last night. There's been another fall in unemployment here. The number of people out of work and claiming job seekers allowance fell by 300 last month once seasonal factors are taken into account. This means that 37,700 people, or 4.8% of the workforce, is without a job. That's the lowest level since 1975. 6 people are now thought to have been killed by a Palestinian suicide bomber who blew up a bus in northern Israel this morning. At least 20 other people were wounded. James Reynolds has the latest from Jerusalem.
I'm much more concerned that
The explosion happened at the start of the morning rush hour. Reports say a man got onto a bus which was heading from the coastal city of Tel Aviv to the northern town of Nazareth. Reports say the man detonated explosives on the bus at an intersection near the Arab-Israeli town of El-Fahim. The bus was severely damaged in the explosion. It's reported that most of those on board the bus, those injured, were Israeli Arabs. The attack has been claimed by the Islamic Jihad movement. In a statement, the group says the attack was in response to the killing of a number of the group's leaders by Israeli forces. Israeli government sources say they blame the Palestinian leader Yasser Arafat for the attack.
Talks between Britain and Spain on the future of the British overseas territory of Gibraltar are reported to be at an advanced stage. Senior British government sources have told the BBC that under the plans, Gibraltar would retain its British way of life, its legal system and the English language. Power would be devolved to the colony and border controls with Spain relaxed, but the colony would come under joint sovereignty with Spain. Commonwealth Games officials are this morning seeking to clarify Zimbabwe's position within the Commonwealth and whether they'll be able to compete in this year's Games in Manchester. The chief executive of the Commonwealth Games Federation, Mike Hooper, says he believes Zimbabwe will compete because the country has only been suspended from the organisation's councils and not thrown out of the Commonwealth altogether.
BBC Radio Ulster.
Travel news. In Bangor, the Rathgale Road is closed between the Newton Arts Road and the Clandyboy Road as improvements are being carried out. Diversions are signposted. In the Burntollet area, road widening continues on the A6 Glen Sheehan Road between Tamnearan Road and the Four Glen Road. Traffic controls are in force. And traffic controls are operating on the A32 Tummery Road in Irvinstown. Roadworks continue in the area. Deirdre Harshaw with the travel news.
Finally, the weather forecast. Bright for a time this morning with showers later and temperatures reaching around 11 degrees Celsius. BBC Radio Ulster News.
Right, thank you. Welcome back. It's coming up to, well, it's 4.5 minutes past 11 o'clock. If you want to contact this programme, the number to ring is 08459 555 678. I've turned my microphone up. I'm no longer any lower than I was. If you can send me an email if you wish, gerry.anderson@bbc.co.uk. A gentleman sends me an email. He's got an Irish name, but he shows me how to phonetically pronounce it. It's called Eamon O'Hartley. And I'm heartily grateful to him for that. I'd appreciate it if you could wish a belated birthday greetings to my mum and dad, Mary and Eamon from Glenariff. Mary, my mum's belated birthday for the 14th of March, and Eamon, my dad's birthday on the 21st of March, which was tomorrow. They are 21 and 22 respectively plus VAT and live in Glenariff Village, Waterfoot. They listen to the programme every day. All the best from Pet and Eamon and the children in Ballycastle. By the way, Gerry, we spoke recently and you mentioned the fact that you felt that the new harbour stroke marina at Ballycastle had ruined the seafront. I disagreed, and of course I've been paying for it ever since. The natives of Ballycastle tell me these facts, which may be of interest to you. Ballycastle no longer has a beach, as the main beach is technically in the parish of Kerry. The wee beach, Glass Island, was removed to facilitate the marina. I'm well aware of that. The harbour's storm wall has obscured the view of Rathlin Island, much to the discomfort of the Rathlin Islanders who like looking at people in Ballycastle as well. And finally, the harbour stroke marina changes have discriminated against parents with prams as young children, because Glass Island Beach was directly in front of the Marine Hotel, and people could drive down and park at the seafront, then cross the grass, and then they would be at the beach. Alas, no longer. No longer. From the seafront, you must cross the Bunnamargee River by bridge to avail of the beautiful beach. So it's all very unhandy. So there you are. I've done my bit to provide the other side of the case. I still think a marina is an attractive feature, but then I'm not a native. I think it's crap. Ballycastle, yen. Sorry, that was my last bit. Did you hear a bit of ecology from me?
It's a single called Shoe the Donkey, and it's instrumental as well. Brent and Shane. All right,
Well,
then.
that's good. That last message beat me to the punch, says Mike Carson. Thank God you're back. I've had it with Country and Western, Elvis and Cliff Richard. You're back just in time. I was bracing myself this morning for Sidney Devine and the Reverend William McRae, and those are terrible men to brace yourself for, I have to say. I would hate to be bracing myself for either of them. Here's something you'll hate. Oh, hold on. Oh, dear. Oh, there's something technically wrong. What's wrong with this stuff? Do we get this stuff?
I don't know. Right,
I think
yes.
nothing's working for me.
Yes.
Oh, here's a song I must play for you. It's from a young lady I met in America. Her name is Kathy Ryan. She's Irish-American, of course, and she's with a group called Cherish the Ladies, and she's got a new album out called Somewhere Along the Road, and I'll tell you what, she is some singer. This is track one of that album called Somewhere Along the Road. Kathy Ryan. It's Carriga Reid, yes, After the Bridge.
I'll walk the miles from Ballantoy, no shining moon to light my way, across the fields of Larry Bay and Thorough Bridge where my love waits. The fishermen lie in their beds, the salmon spawn oil's blue sea, and you lie there upon the grass, waiting for me on Carrigarie.
Look, it's starting again.
I know you're... funny enough, I had a wee bit of difficulty, as I said to you earlier.
We'll let it go again.
The miles from Ballantoy, no shining moon to light my way, across the fields of Larry Bay and Thorough Bridge where my love waits. The fishermen lie in their beds, the salmon spawn oil's blue sea, and you lie there upon the grass, waiting for me on Carrigarie. One step and two, hold tight, let go. 24, hold tight, let go. I'm nearly there, let go, let go. I will find you where you lie, Your sweet kiss will bring the rest. Your mouth on my mouth, wave on wave. We will meet the sea's loud roar. No better way to cheat the grave. One step and two, hold tight, let go. 24, hold tight, let go. I'm nearly there, let go. One step and two, hold tight, let go. 24, hold tight, let go. I'm nearly there, let go, let go. Let go, let go.
That's good. That's a young lady I met last week. Her name is Kathy Ryan. That's her new album, which is called Somewhere Along the Road. That's a song she wrote herself about the Cargarreed Bridge. What's wrong with this equipment?
What's wrong with the rope bridge?
No, not the rope bridge. This equipment here. Somebody's poured tea into it or something.
No, the man was in looking at it this morning. He was on the back of it, hooking at it.
Well, you need to look at it a little longer.
Yeah.
It's very embarrassing for me. People think I'm unprofessional.
I understand. By the way, your winner's on the web.
My what?
The winner of the competition on your website. The name is now on the website.
What competition?
The competition that we ran when you were away.
What competition was that?
There was a mystery objects, and you had to identify them.
What do you mean? I hate that when you run with competitions. You know I hate competitions.
Yeah, well,
what was the
winners-
prize?
It's things that we got from you.
I didn't get anything from me.
Yes, we got them. On
You
your,
stole things
No,
you
we got
stole
them
from me.
on your
desk
show's expense.
You bought things? You
yes.
bought things for prizes for this competition? What did you buy?
Well, T-shirts and hats and things like that.
You're giving away T-shirts and hats?
Yeah, so the expense was put in against your programme. And the winner's name now is on the web.
You've been using up my budget while I was away?
Yes.
Actually, I'm saving that for a trip to America.
And also, anyone who wants to come to your house, if it's on, there's a questionnaire on the website as regards what food they want and what sort of,
What kind of meal they like,
Yes.
vegetarian, that kind of thing?
Yes, it's all on the website.
This has all gone a little bit further than I anticipated.
Well, I thought we would sort of try and sort of widen the show a wee bit when you're in your absence.
Do you think maybe you and I could talk about this after the programme and decide what we've decided?
There's a lady looking your help.
Hello? Yes, hello, good morning.
Hello, Gerry.
I'm very upset, I have to say. The steps have been taken in this programme that I haven't approved of, and people are spending money that, sorry, but that's none of your business, and it shouldn't concern you. What are your concerns?
Listen, Gerry, I wonder could you help me, please? I'm looking for a wedding magazine. It's you and your wedding, January and February 2002. If anyone out there would have one, please.
Why don't you get March or April?
This is a picture in it of a cake that my daughter wanted for her wedding.
So why don't you get a real cake instead of a picture of a cake?
It's actually a picture for the lady to copy. The wedding cake she wants,
So there's a woman there, if you give her a picture of a wedding cake, she'd make it for you. But how does she know what's inside it?
I don't know.
Of course, they tell you on the other page, don't they?
Yeah, probably.
All right, then.
Well, listen, and also, could you help me, please? I'm looking for a 6-inch double-sided zip. It has to be double-sided.
Why?
To wear the trousers on both sides. You can wear them inside out.
Can you?
Yeah.
I have no trousers like that. If you trousers you can wear inside
No,
out.
these are my son-in-law's.
Is it a good idea for your son not to wear his trousers inside out?
I think it is, yes. They're very nice.
You mean when one side gets dirty, you wear them inside out?
They're different colours.
Then they're dirty on the outside. I don't know what to say to you except
I've
to
tried
say
everywhere and I can't get one.
a double-sided 6-inch zip.
Double-sided 6-inch zip, yes, please.
All right, so you, the magazine is called You and Your Wedding.
Yes, you and your wedding.
You always get that, don't you?
You can, yes, but I can't get January and February.
Mr. Coyle usually gets it every month, don't you?
I think ours was thrown out just last week.
It's a shame, because maybe you had a pile of them.
Yeah. Well, this page out of this wedding that my oldest daughter had sent it to my younger daughter, and it was lost in the post. We haven't got it. We never
dear.
received it.
All right, then. So anyone out there has got a copy of January, February, you and your wedding.
Yes, please.
Or indeed, alternatively, a 6-inch double zip.
A double-sided zip, yes, please.
6-inch
Have you not got one of those?
No, the last trousers that I wore inside out were condemned and burnt publicly in front of the City Hall.
Yeah.
I don't know about... I'm not sure about your son-in-law. I'm a little worried about him. Because he's wearing these trousers inside out.
Oh, but
Did you know about that?
No.
Get
no.
trousers you wear inside when they're
They're
dirty.
fashionable now, Gerry, you see.
I don't know. Sure, Michael's photograph. Michael's posing in his pyjamas.
Incidentally, I've got a couple of emails here. I don't know if they're out of date or not. I have no method of dating them rather than looking at the top to see what the date is, but I don't do that because it's too complicated. It says that Michael's photograph has not appeared on our website
It
yet.
should be on today.
Well, you were saying that before I left.
But
what is wrong with that?
I'll tell you what happened. I'll tell you.
Yes.
Michael sent the photograph to you approximately 3 weeks ago.
What's up in my pile then?
No one could find it.
Oh.
So as a result, Michael had to send me another photograph, which I got on Friday, and he's standing wearing pyjamas.
I know what's happened there. He sent me a photograph, very kind of him as well. But see, I always leave instructions when I go that nobody is to touch anything that
Yes,
comes
I
from me.
wouldn't touch your pile.
Because I've had experiences in the past.
Mhm.
So there's a big pile of mail up there. Incidentally, anyone who's written to me, I haven't opened them yet, and we'll open them after the programme.
Yes.
There's a number of piles of mail up there I have to attend to. Anyone that's anything urgent or sent some CDs, I won't be throwing them in the bin until this afternoon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
So Michael's photograph will probably be in that pile upstairs.
So we got another photograph on Friday. Geraldine wasn't here on Friday to send it to Gary.
Mm-hmm.
See, it's complicated. Gary got it on...
Smacks to me of laziness, to be honest.
No, Gary got it yesterday.
Yes?
Yesterday. Yesterday, yes.
Yes, okay.
And I would assume that Gary will put it on the website today.
I would assume that he would.
Right.
I would assume that he would. Let's hope that our assumption is correct.
The Green Lady would like to talk to you when you're ready.
Look, here's a what do you call these? Emails? This is an email in favour of you. It says, since your departure, the standard of music has improved greatly. The crack, or CRAIC if you're a Catholic, though was not just so good. No offence, Sean. I've just invested a few quid in this newfangled technology, and the picture of Geordie on the site was just what I thought he would look like. A face of true character. Yours, on the other hand, reminded me of a sneaky, squirmy creature whom I saw in an old black and white film. I think it may have been called Dracula.
We need a photograph of James Morton.
I don't think we should.
We should.
No, he's an ugly bugger.
I think people would like to see James.
I don't think so.
I think so.
No, I think that's too much.
I think James was nice.
Who's that?
You're talking to someone.
Oh, am I? Sorry. Oh, sorry. Hello?
Hello, Gerry.
I'm sorry, I forgot I was talking to you. Oh, you're the lady with the double-back zip with her trousers inside out?
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realise you were still there.
Well, I didn't want to be nasty and hang up in case
No, that's just jet lag.
bad manners. Listen, if you can help me anyway, thank you very much.
You and your wedding, January or February?
Yes.
Or your trousers inside out?
6-inch double-sided zip.
Okay,
Thank
right.
you very much, Gerry.
Right.
Bye-bye.
Bye. If you wore your trousers for a week, right?
Yeah.
And turned them inside out. It wouldn't be great, would it?
You'd have no need for a 6-inch zip, would you?
No, 3.
The Green Lady wants you.
3 would do me. Hello?
Do you need a 6-inch zip?
No, not at the moment. But you know, there could be a big day
and
ahead.
a double-sided one into the bargain.
No, I don't know about that. You should be ashamed of yourself laughing.
Well, you know what they say.
Yes.
Laughing is very good for you.
Yeah, the people, if you laugh, you won't get a heart attack.
And I love to laugh.
Indeed.
As long as I've got something to laugh at. Well, also, Michael was not in pyjamas. He informed Sean that they are called loons.
Loon pants?
Loon pants.
So I had loon pants. I know loon pants well.
Do you?
I had a number of loon pants in the 60s and 70s.
Mm.
You know what they are? Do you know what loon pants are?
I think they're loose pants.
They're not. They're anything but.
And they don't have a 6-inch double-sided zip.
They do sometimes. No, well, as far as I'm concerned, loon pants are quite tight little articles.
Oh, are they?
They're almost like... do you remember people used to call certain trousers hipsters?
Yeah.
And actually, young people wear them now. They're very low hips.
Yeah.
Well, they were kind of like that, but they were very tight round the undercarriage.
Oh.
And then they were very tight on the upper thigh, and then they spread out from the knee down, and the big bell bottoms.
Those would
be dreadful to sleep in then if Sean calls in pyjamas.
You want to try sitting in them?
Pardon?
You want to try sitting in them?
It would cut the backside off you.
Indeed. Many's a man has been writhing in agony after wearing those. Did you ever never have loon pants?
Me?
Yes.
Apparently you're giving out a big buzzing sound.
Oh.
Jerry is, yeah.
Oh, Gerry?
There's people ringing in from Ballymena and where was the last call from? Saying that since the news, all they're hearing is a big buzzing sound.
Really?
And they've tried you up and down.
They've tried me up and down.
Up and down the dial.
All you can hear is a big buzzing sound. They've tried me up and down.
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
There's nothing I can say to that except
the
you better
green-
contact the engineers in Belfast immediately.
Where's the
Yes,
green lady phoning
everything's
from?
going wrong for you today.
Where are you phoning from, madam?
Me?
Look, will you stop
I just want to find out,
interrupting?
I just want to find out if the green lady's experience.
Didn't you hear me ask her? I asked her. Will you let her answer?
I haven't experienced the buzzing sensation for years, Sean.
Well, we'll have to send you something.
I'm a granny.
Well, there's a couple of things we could send you. BBC.
We
aids.
are talking about truffles.
Yes.
Now, the truffle it goes under the ground, as you know, and it's a fungi.
A fungi. Well, I'm a fungi.
I know that. I know you have plenty of wee tubers on you.
I have indeed.
Well, it's
Fungi as in Fungi.
no, just one eye,
Just the one eye.
Fungi, and it's the French people are very partial to them.
Yes.
We here are not so partial to them because the best ones don't grow here.
No.
But they're very expensive, and
indeed rare. They're to be found in the finest restaurants.
yes, they are. And you were quite right to say that they used to use pigs to find them
That's
because they
right.
have a special smell. And then there's the other truffle, the little sweet. You know the sweet? Do
The
you
what?
eat
The what?
sweet?
Well, which particular sweet?
Yeah, truffle
Yes.
with liqueur in it.
Oh, yes, of course, yeah.
You know?
I didn't realise. See, I didn't know how a truffle was prepared. I don't know much about it other than the pig finds it. I'm not sure what the pig does. But the pig gives it to the man.
Well,
The man washes it under the tap. And what does he do? Does he put cream on it?
no, they cook it. It would be a savoury dish.
You just eat them raw.
Speaking, yes.
Right.
Well, Sean ate them raw. I suppose you could. They would grow a bit like a potato.
Well, fungi in the... you're, of course, when you talk about fungi, you're talking about mushrooms as well,
yes,
that kind
that's
of thing.
correct. Yes,
But this
only
is not...
this grows under the ground.
But it's not a member of the mushroom family.
It is because a mushroom is a fungi.
Right.
So it is, and according to the dictionary, it's a subterranean fungi.
Subterranean fungi will
Yeah.
do me as a description. So what is it? The pig gets it, gives it to the man washes it, and then what does he put it in the pan? Does he fry it? Does he boil it?
Well, they sell them. I would say they gather them all up and then they sell them.
Where would a man get a truffle in Northern Ireland if he was keen on doing it?
You can get them in tins.
Can you?
You can buy them in tins. A small tin would cost you maybe £20 or something like that.
It's a little dear.
But you would have to get it in a very specialist shop, and I don't know whether any of those shops are around anymore. But sure, you could always get it on your travels.
Could you get one in a restaurant?
Well, you might, if you... Paul Rankin, I don't know whether he's still got a restaurant. You might get it there.
If anybody
Or,
has
you
it, he
know,
has it.
Kate Smith's husband.
Yes.
You might get it in his restaurant.
In Dean's, yeah.
Yeah, Dean's. You
Sure,
might get
well, hold on a minute. Maybe Hugo might have it. Hugo was on with Reddy Stelly Cook the other day, talking
he
about his
might
cream
have,
buns.
Only I missed it. I didn't see him at all.
Well, maybe Hugo might bring back a truffle.
You never know. And the other thing is, the frogs have all spawned.
Have they? Congratulations.
They spawned 2 weeks ago, and they're all hiving with wee tiny tadpoles.
Yeah, that's good to hear. That
Spring has sprung. Tomorrow's the first day of spring.
Mm-hmm. And the frogs normally spawn before the first day of spring, do they?
Yes, they do.
Spawn. Normally spawn before the first day of spring.
do.
That's quite hard to say that.
It is.
And it does a person's heart good to see the spawn.
Oh, yes. And the birds are singing like mad, running, gathering sticks and everything to build a nest.
The sap is rising.
Oh, yes. You better watch that double-sided zip.
I know. This is the time of year I'm dangerous.
All right, Gerry. Have
Well,
to go.
thank you very much indeed.
Right, bye-bye.
Bye. She's
okay,
very,
no problem.
She's very frisky.
Will you take another wee call?
She's a little frisky, that girl.
Would you?
What? Will I take another call?
Fish truffles. Fresh truffles.
Fish truffles?
No, fresh truffles, sorry.
No, thanks.
Is that the cost? In Harrods of London, they cost £500.
If the pig knew that, he would keep them himself.
Yes. Yeah.
So I just want to hear the end of this conversation.
No, that's it. No. Per 100 grams, £500.
I have tracked him down, and I can just disclose, says this email from BB, that Dick the dastardly dog warden, who blamed Geordie's wee nipper of breaking wind in the beer tent at last year's National Country Sports Fair in Guildford Castle, was barking up the wrong tree. So this is a man who goes through a lot of stuff here. But to tell me, this is the main thing, just in case you think of this. Both Geordie and Dick the dog warden will be at the Country Sports Day being held and organised by the Northern Ireland region of the Scottish Association of Country Sports at the Castle Bay Centre near Clayland on Saturday. What Saturday is that? Is that this Saturday? It will be this Saturday. So there we are. I must check with Geordie. Has Geordie got a gig this weekend, do you know?
I don't know. Charlotte Regan.
The man hasn't given us a date here.
There's a lady looking your help on one.
And he says also, how about the National why can I not say Country Sports? The National Country Sports Fair at Guildford Castle on the 25th and 26th of May. What about that? Look, he wants to know we do that for an outside broadcast. The National Country Sports Fair I'll get
National what?
I can't say that. No. The National Country Sports Fair. No. The National Country Sports Fair at Guildford Castle is on the 25th and 26th of May. I want to know would we consider that for one of our outside broadcasts. Both Geordie, the Red Arrows will be there with 30,000 visitors to the show.
What time it?
Well,
what time does it start at?
It doesn't say everything. It's Bill Beckett. We'll ring Bill after and maybe talk to him about it.
It may not start until 12 o'clock or something like that.
If it's going strong at 10:30, I would consider that.
But I would doubt if it would. What day is it on?
25th and 26th of May.
What days are that?
What days are those, you mean? I don't know.
Go on. We'll check.
We'll discuss this later, yes. It's a possibility.
There's a call in one.
Hello, good morning. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, hello.
Hello, Gerry.
Yes.
Gerry, hello. Welcome back, by the way.
Thank you very much. It's good to be back.
I was just wondering if you could help me. I'm looking for a couple of tickets for a Simon Fraser pipe band concert.
Yes.
It's on Saturday night in the waterfront.
Yes.
Unfortunately, when I rang up to get the tickets, they were all sold out, and I needed to for my son and my husband.
This is probably the only place in the world where the concert got would sell out. It's the only place in the world. But fair play to them anyway. This Saturday night in the Waterfront Hotel.
Yeah.
So how many do you need?
I need two. I think the child tickets went up to a 15-year-old, which is the ticket I need. I need one child and one adult.
You need one adult?
If it's two adults or whatever, it doesn't matter as long as I get two tickets.
All you want is two tickets for whatever it is on Saturday night. What's it again? The National, what is it?
It's Simon Fraser Pipe Band concert.
Simon Fraser Pipe Band.
Yes.
Is that anything to do with the Scottish Fiddles?
No. they're pipe band champions, and it's just a pipe band from Canada.
I know. So it's all the seats are gone.
Yes, they are.
Brilliant. Okay then. So if anyone out there has got a couple of tickets for that
would be great.
Maybe you're not going, or maybe you can't go. Maybe you bought them.
Yeah.
Maybe something happened. Maybe you can't go. Give us a ring here, and we'll put them in contact with you.
That would be great.
I'll do that.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye. I have to say hello to. No. I enjoy your show very much, says Sabine Woods. As you seem to be able to get things sorted out for your listeners, I thought I might ask you for help as well. I'm looking for Pokemon figures for a little boy who's handicapped and who would really enjoy having Entei, E-N-T-E-I, Lugia, L-U-G-I-A, or indeed any Pokemon figures at all. I've tried various toy shops and the London Toy Company without success, so I was hoping your listeners might know where to get them or have some they'd be prepared to sell on to me. I'd really appreciate your help. The little boy is suffering from a progressive brain disorder and there's very little left he can enjoy playing with, so I'd love to give him a surprise. Many thanks sincerely. So there we are. So if you know anyone or you have any Pokemon figures, NTI, E-N-T, I don't know if that's the way you pronounce it, E-N-T-E-I or L-U-G-I-A, give us a ring here and we'll put you in contact with the lady. Okay, thank you very much. Pardon?
Would you take a call, please?
I certainly would.
Yes, okay.
Well, can I just say one or two things to you?
Yes, please.
Okay. You're welcome, thank you. Bye.
Who's that in there?
It's Nuala.
I said, no, I can't see in there.
No, I know,
thought it
but
was
sure.
Geraldine.
No. Yeah,
I didn't know Nuala was in there.
Michael's passport, or not Michael's photograph.
Michael's passport, yeah.
Michael's photograph. Apparently, if Gary said that if he gets it this afternoon, apparently it was posted yesterday, if he gets it this afternoon, he'll try and have it on the website at tea time tonight.
I don't like Hillary Clinton. Do you know why?
Did you meet her?
No.
That's not. It's most unfair then.
No, I'll tell you.
Did you see a certain man with big trousers, wearing big trousers? No, you didn't see it. That's right. I just realised you were in America. There's a man appeared on the television on Sunday night wearing big trousers.
How big were they?
Oh, they were really big.
Who was the
trousers.
wearer? What was his name? It's twice you've started things today and not following
Yeah,
through.
well, the man. Well, I'd only mention the man who wore his shamrocks on the left, on the wrong lapel, and also, this man was wearing big trousers.
Was he a Catholic?
Who? The
man
man with the
wearing big
trousers?
trousers, yeah.
Yes.
I thought so.
Yes.
Yes.
Huge trousers.
Okay, so give me
But he's a friend of yours.
a name. I need a name.
Who do you know?
What big? How big was his trousers? His trousers too big.
They were big trousers.
Very noticeable.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And what was he appearing on?
Well, I don't want to say, but he's a friend of yours. He's a good friend of yours.
Well, what you're trying to say is you're saying to me, be careful for asking me to name him. Is that what you're saying?
I don't want to mention him, but if you dragged it out of me,
give me his name then.
No, drag it out of me.
Give me his name.
No,
give me his name.
You appeared with him on television.
Give me his name.
Give
me his name.
November.
I want his name.
November.
Give me his name.
November. You appeared with him on TV.
What's his name?
You acted with him.
Jimmy Ellis.
No.
Eamon Holmes.
Yes.
How big were his trousers?
Oh, they were huge.
Why was he wearing them? Was he wearing a suit?
Yeah.
Well, the trousers too big for the jacket.
Aye.
See, his legs are. See, I know what's happening. His legs are getting bigger.
It's
getting out of control. He may have to wear a skirt soon.
I think that's
the
he's
answer.
going to have to go like
That's
Dennis
the answer.
Roussos. He's wearing those.
I didn't like Hillary Clinton because I'll tell you why. Did you see when Hillary Clinton's walking the St. Patrick's Day parade?
Mm-hmm.
She was walking in it, you know. And excuse me, did you notice me sniffing and coughing?
My heart's going out.
I'm doing as best I can to keep a show going here.
Yeah.
Do you know what she doesn't like? I was standing beside her because I was doing this wee thing not too far away from her. So what happens is St. Patrick's Day...
Hope you weren't caught.
I don't think that's very funny. I was standing in this particular position. You know the position I stand in?
Yes.
And at the St. Patrick's Day parade going down Fifth Avenue or wherever it goes,
yes.
is every once in a while it has to stop to let bands filter in from the street. Yeah. We have a thing here called contentious feeder parades. Yes. It's almost like that, but they're not contentious at all. They're friendly feeder parades. Right. So in other words, the parade has to stop. So what happens is Hillary Clinton is walking down the street and two other people beside her and a lot of minders, you know, and she has to, people go, oh good, look this, hi Hillary, hi. Mm-hmm. And she goes, hello, and she walks on. But she has to stop.
Right.
And she's standing in the middle of the street.
Right.
And people are shouting at her and all, saying things, what about Bill? Seen Monica recently? All that stuff. She doesn't like that. She doesn't like standing in the street. She doesn't like it.
Well, and that's why you don't like her?
Did I say I didn't like her?
Yes, the reason. That's the reason you're giving now for not liking her.
Well,
because
that's a very unreasonable reason, yeah. No, I didn't mean I didn't like her.
Oh.
If I said that, I'm sorry.
Yes.
But, I mean, she doesn't like standing in the street, people shouting at her.
There's a man who stands in the street often on two.
What about a cigar? You know, that kind of stuff.
Right.
Oh. And it was all people. Half the Northern Ireland was over there.
Here's a man from the street.
Hello, good morning. Where is he?
He's on two.
Hello?
Hello, Mickey. What about you?
So it's true then?
It is.
It's true. Why was I called Magoo?
I don't know. Do you know who did Magoo?
Jim Backus.
That's correct.
Well-known actor, now deceased.
Listen.
I don't resemble Miss Magoo in any way.
Now listen. Wednesday, the 5th of June.
Yes.
10:30 a.m. and have the marquee ready and the band. I hope you've got your musicians picked out for that morning.
Are you talking about the outside broadcast from my own home?
Yes.
It's not happening. It's not happening, James.
Listen, I have already got a book. I have already got a bus full.
Well,
I was asking my clients.
You'll have to tell them that it has
the last couple of days, and I've already got 53 people going.
Well,
and I've just to book the bus.
Well, I'll tell you what. Don't book the bus. You'll have to tell them that it has been cancelled due to the express wish of the owner. No, it shall not occur. It's not going to happen. No.
But you have been to a whole lot of people's homes.
And that's why I'm not having
You're
anybody in mind.
You're a gig, so you are. It's all right for you to be entertained and be appreciated here, there, and everywhere.
I have never asked any man
When we
to
ask you to reciprocate, you're not interested.
I've never asked any man to open his home for me.
Oh,
I've
don't
never asked
tell
him.
lies.
I've often been invited to men who've opened their homes, but I've never demanded the home be opened for me. And I know Gerry Kelly hides his ornaments. He hides his ornaments, I'm telling you. And he says people take them. And I believe him.
We're not getting into your house. We're only going to a garden.
Well, you'll have to go to the toilet. No,
and
you see,
you got a big... So you can dig a hole at the bottom of a garden.
there's a problem with my house. You have to go into the house to get to the back.
Oh, right.
I have no side entrance.
And you can't open up?
No. Did you know that?
No, I didn't know that.
Did you know that?
No.
One of the reasons why, yes, you. One of the reasons why we're not having it, because I have no side entrance.
To where?
I've no back door. To get to my garden.
No back door?
So even the oil men have to climb over the fence.
You must have a back door.
I haven't. I have a...
How do you get your wheelie bin out?
I keep the wheelie bin out the front.
You don't keep your bin at the front of the house,
I
do
keep
you?
my bin at the front. But you don't see it. I have a wheelie bin camouflage.
Cupboard.
You have to go through our house to get to the back garden.
That's all right.
I'm not having people walking through my...
You have no back door.
I have a back door, but you have to go through the house to get to the back garden. You can't go into the back garden on its own.
And you can't open up a hedge.
No, I can't. And you can't expect people to climb over the wall.
Go through the house.
I'm not having that.
Why not have it an open house?
I'm not having it.
That used to be a name of a BBC show, Open House.
Wendy Austin and Mark Carruthers.
That's right.
Yeah.
Why don't you have an open house then?
Because they don't want me.
But we do.
The people want you.
They don't want me, no.
Well,
No.
I have a bus full of customers.
No, you see, what happens is, I know what happens, James, and when I go away, Mr. Coyle tries to destabilise the entire programme. And
I do not. This was a suggestion from a listener.
No, I build up this momentum over weeks and weeks.
Music and people were... He was inundated with requests and places to go.
He was inundated with requests and places to go?
That's right.
Well, let me suggest another place he can go. Let me say this. That I think that there's been a nasty thing going on whilst I've been away. I think Mr. Coyle has tried to change the nature and the foundation of this programme beyond all recognition. And thank God I came back in time to do something about it.
He's
Take me a couple of
blaming me,
days.
James. He's blaming me for him not being nominated for a Sony.
Oh, why is it? Why have there been nominations
He's
made?
blaming me.
But did you not? Were you overlooked again?
No, you see, what happens is, I didn't want to explain this, but what actually happens is that Susan McReynolds, she's only does a very small programme here. She was nominated for a Sony Award. And why I didn't get one was because I happen to know this is a behind-the-scene thing, that when they decide whether or not to nominate someone, what they do is they have a sneak listen to the programme the day before they do the final nomination. So they listen to her and they said, that's good. And then they listened to my programme, and I wasn't there, and it was Mr. Coyle inviting people everywhere, and they said, we can't have that.
I can't believe that you were overlooked again.
I was overlooked again, yeah. Always a bridesmaid, never a bride.
When was it you last got that?
Can I be turned off?
1990 what?
I don't like to talk about that, James. You know, it's a very dull point. But see, the only thing, as long as Hugo doesn't win one, I don't mind.
I can't believe it. You were overlooked.
I've been overlooked again, yes. But people have said to me that the only way you can handle this kind of thing, Gerry, is pick yourself up, dust yourself off.
Do you know what's wrong?
What?
You've got your finger in too many pies.
That could well be.
You're not in that seat often enough. That's your problem.
I've neglected my duties to the detriment of the awards ceremony. I know, but maybe perhaps things will change.
But never worry about that. What about the 5th of June?
No!
Well, listen, is there any possibility of maybe going to his golf club?
No! We're going somewhere. We haven't decided where to go yet. We're going out of nowhere. We may go. There's a number of places we've talked about, and we can't say anything yet because it hasn't been decided. We're thinking of going to your house. They were thinking of going to Geordie's house.
You can come here any time.
I know, that's
I have a side entrance and a front entrance.
We're thinking of, we were thinking of going to Kenny Archer's post office. And then they might go to Geordie's house and have a look at his pig.
The pot-bellied one.
Yes, we're just throwing these ideas around. I mean, I'm only back a day. I mean, you can't expect me to make all these decisions. I mean, I have a jet lag here. Go away anyway.
Yeah, I could send you up a right decent menu.
Yeah, go away. Right, okay. I'm sorry I'm being short with you, but I need to think about this kind of stuff.
You're on a short fuse a day, all right?
I am indeed. Go away. Thank you.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. There's a man here. What?
There's a lady.
What?
There's a lady who wants to talk to you. You look, I want to tell you something. I know you're still on that aeroplane. I know you're still walking down 5th Avenue, but wind your neck down.
Yeah.
Okay? Just take a step back from it. Stop and smell the roses.
Fine.
James Martin was always there for you. Always there whenever you wanted James, whenever you wanted a survey carried out, whenever you wanted information from the people in the street, you turned to James. James was always your right-hand man. James was like an uncle to you. And James is trying to help you. And James is trying to elevate your programme in whatever way he can do it. And he's trying to bring the people to you for you.
I don't want
And
them.
then you turned on James.
don't
You
want
turned on him. It was just like Saul on his way to Damascus. It was terrible.
Saul on his way to
It
Damascus.
was terrible.
What happened when he went there?
Do you not know your Bible?
No.
Oh,
What happened? So be careful to be all ringing.
We'll talk afterwards.
What happened? No, sorry, seriously, what happened to Saul?
It was Saul's conversion.
Into new money, kind of the euro, something like that? It's kind of Bureau de change.
There's a person on one.
All right. Hello, good morning.
Hello, Gerry.
Yes?
I'm sorry for troubling you, but I really felt that I had to ring in because I feel as though you're always telling us, that we're your people, that you do this show for your people.
Yes.
But I feel as though you've really neglected your people, even in the way you're getting on today about this coming to your house, all to be as one. While you were away, Sean has really looked after us. He's organised boat trips, everything from dinner dances to you name it. If we needed a weekend away, Sean's there for us. And I just feel as though, if you can't hold the candle, you should step down and let a better man take over. Hello?
Hello? Yes? And? In other words, what you want me to do is buy listeners. The same way.
We feel
use
that we
his
are
method.
your listeners, and we put our time and effort into listening to you, and we enjoy you to no end. We missed you while you were away, but what we have sort of really realised now is that there's always someone could take over would be that bit better, and Sean has certainly proved the point. And we feel as though, if you're not able to open up your garden to the public, they open Hillsborough for a lot less to let people in for garden parties. We would have thought your place would have been a lot more important.
Indeed, yes.
You
Maybe perhaps you've got a point there.
Well, I don't want to offend you now, because I know, you're back. It's been a hard time for you away holidaying in New York and all the rest. It's been difficult for you.
It's been difficult.
Sean has sat there, and I hope you've brought him something nice back, because, he really worked hard.
I brought him nothing.
Well, you see, I suppose...
I understand. No, it's okay. You may not understand the way I think, but I bought him absolutely nothing.
Oh, well...
Peace is better that way.
I just wanted, to say that. I would hate to see you go, because, we've watched bigger men go, in our lifetime.
Bigger men have gone. You're absolutely
There
right.
is indeed,
Bigger
but
men have gone.
There's always better ones coming up, and I think
know.
you should just watch, because Mr. Coyle's getting that age.
That he's at an awkward age. One of the things that perhaps you're trying to say is that I'm not giving anything back.
Well, I think this is what it is, and in this world today, it's a give and take world, and I think you've taken a lot from the people, but you're not giving back.
Mm-hmm.
And that one day, and I'm sure your gardens are probably, out of this world, and the people would just love to go to see what you have to offer for the thousands and the millions that you've made through the BBC.
Indeed, yes. I've invested most of it in my garden.
Pardon?
I've invested most of the money I've made in my garden, actually.
Well, I
You're
would think
absolutely
so,
right.
and that's probably why you've it fenced off that nobody can get in.
My crazy paving is something that has to be seen to be believed. And my rockery is second to none.
There's probably no answer to that.
Let me just think about that. And I appreciate you bringing up the subject.
And
but-
always remember, Gerry, you have that wee dog of yours, which will be total security for your home.
That's right, Jess.
Think
of the number of people you could bark at if everybody
This is
arrived
true.
off a bus.
And
yeah.
if you get fed up with the crowds in the garden, you could always, go to your bed for an hour's rest with it.
Indeed, just let them carry on downstairs.
This is it.
All right, then. Well, thank you for your suggestions.
No problem.
And it's good to get, the views of ordinary people. Thank you very much.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye. I've got an email here from Margaret McComb. She says, I'm writing to you concerning a very interesting poem I heard about a month ago on the Gerry Anderson Show. I am now living in Canada. And whilst visiting my family in Larne during February, I made a point most days to listen to the programme. The poem that he recited was about a couple getting ready to go out for the evening. It started off with the wife trying to get her husband off the couch and up the stairs, then getting his clothes together and how much this annoyed her. Then he couldn't find the car keys and had to go back into the house, which made them late for the party, which at the end he blamed her. I know this isn't much to go on because I missed the title and the author, but I'd be most grateful if you could, if possible, send me a copy as I could show it to my husband. Meanwhile, I would like to say how wonderful your radio station is. Now, I didn't realise how much I missed my mother laughing every morning in her kitchen with the company of Mr. Anderson and Mr. Coyle. I would appreciate it very much if you'd say hello to her and all my family in Larne. My mother's name is May McNinch. That's Margaret McComb, who lives in Canada. Isn't that on our website?
Yeah.
Let me just check.
Okay.
I have to ask here.
Yeah.
I don't know what's on the website. I was just writing this down. Sure. Right. Okay, I'll get back in a moment.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, my friend George Harrison.
It's alright. Little darling, it's been a long, cold, lonely winter. Little darling, it seems like years since it's been here. Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun. I say it's alright. Little darling, the smiles returning to their faces. Little darling, it seems like years since it's been here. Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun. I say it's alright. Sun, 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 here it comes. 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 Little darling, I feel the ice is slowly melting. Little darling, it seems like years since it's been clear. Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun. I say it's alright. Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun. I say it's alright. It's alright.
That's a rare recording of George Harrison and Paul Simon. That's a song called Here Comes the Sun. I don't think that's on general release or something. What were you saying there?
There's a lady who would like to give you a wee hug on one. She wants to talk to you. Her name is Mary. Mary's heart's going out. No, you like Mary. She's there in one.
You know I don't do anything else in the first date.
No.
Does she know that?
No.
Okay, hello?
Gerry, I don't do anything else on the first day either, but I just feel you need to be hugged and loved today.
I know I feel terrible.
Because that man's giving you an awful hard time. He's screening the calls and putting people on that want to give you a hard time, and you don't deserve it.
I don't deserve it, no.
You
but
are
see,
absolutely brilliant,
I know.
and we missed you terribly when you were away.
Thank you very much.
And
indeed.
I'm so glad that you're back, and I'm sorry that you're not feeling well, and I just want to give you a big hug and wish you well today.
Okay.
Does
What
that
are you
make you feel any better?
What are you doing about 3 or 4 o'clock this afternoon?
Well, here I'll be wherever you are. You tell me where you're going to be.
Right, I'll get right back to you. Listen, thank you very much. I appreciate it, because nobody knows what I've been
Nobody,
through.
and listen, I'm going to tell you, you've every right not to let people come to your house.
I know.
Every right. And he's set that all up all week. I listened to him all week, and he really has given you a hard time today, and he's doing it on purpose.
My home is the only thing that's important to me. It's the only private place I have.
It's your own wee palace, and you just keep it your palace and tell all those people to get lost, and you have your outside broadcast where you want to have it.
Exactly.
And tell Sean Cole to call, whatever you call him, Sean Cole.
Sean Cole,
to
yes.
get
Brother of Nat. No, it's very important that I get this word of support from you, because I'm so vulnerable. I'm like, do you know the girls in Neighbours?
Yes.
Do you know,
yes.
every once in a while when they break up with their boyfriends, and then the other
Yes.
boys won't come to them because
That's right.
they're vulnerable.
They
and
need some love and
or
support,
else-
and I'm on to give you that love and support, because I just think you're brilliant, and I just think Sean Coy's a bad, bad man for doing what he's doing on you today.
Indeed.
And you in with jet lag and everything else.
Everything that's wrong with me
He just sort
today.
of thought, this is my chance. He's trying to get in on that programme on you.
I know.
And I mean, you're entitled to your holidays, as is everybody else.
Look at the
And you
exposure
had
I
your
give them.
holiday, enjoyed it, and you should be coming back feeling wonderful, and he's just bringing you down.
The point is, I didn't have a holiday. It wasn't a holiday at all, and
It was a working.
I'm shattered.
Are
And he
you?
should realise that he's taking advantage of my weakness,
He
my
is,
vulnerability.
Gerry.
It's got to the point.
Absolutely.
I almost feel as if I should go to Brisbane.
I'm going to tell you, you see, when I rang in, he wasn't even going to let me speak to you.
I know that.
Because he knew that I wanted to give you support.
All
And
right,
he sort of said, no, I don't think you can speak to him. But then I decided I'm going to get on there, and I'm on to support you and tell you you're
Okay.
just wonderful.
Thank you very much indeed.
You're
I
very
appreciate it.
welcome, and you're
Thank
welcome in the Front Page Bar in Ballymena any time, where you'll meet a lot of your cronies in there.
you. All right then.
And Seamus will be there as well. You know your man Seamus?
I do indeed.
He gives you a hard time as well. I'll have to have a word with him in Ballymena.
Mm-hmm. Well, how is everyone down there?
Everybody's very well, thank you. Stephen, who is the proprietor, is currently lying in the dentist's chair.
Oh, good.
So
Excellent.
the dentist is having some fun with his teeth today. And everybody else is very well.
How are you going to cope? Have you made any special arrangements for the World Cup in June? All the matches are on at 7:30 or 8:30 in the morning.
Oh, well, sure, I mean, should the door be open? Why not?
That's going to be a problem, isn't it?
Not at all. Sure, we can stay up all night and all morning and watch
Indeed.
football. I have no interest in football, I have to tell you, Gerry.
But think of your customers.
I know, but sure, leave the door open and let them come in.
Okay. Well, thank you for your support. I appreciate it.
Gerry, keep up the good work, and we think you're brilliant.
God bless you.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Someone else here wants to. Hello?
Hello, Gerry.
Yes.
Jerry, I'm just ringing in to stick up for you too.
Thank you very much indeed. It's
Because
good.
I don't think you should open your home. Your home's your own place.
No, my home is my castle. It's the only private thing I have.
That's right.
And-
And apart from anything else, do you really want people that's going to tramp all over your lovely flowers and after all the work you put into it?
And then they might find all the CDs I've stolen from Radio 4. I have a lot of things to hide. All my booty and plunder is in there.
Well, this is it.
All the T-shirts, all the hats that I've
All
never
the
given
whiskey.
out, all Hugo's buns that I've stolen from him, all the packets of all the goodie bags that come in from all over the world, all
but at the
stashed
end
in
of the
great
day,
piles.
At the end of the day, Jerry, like, if you want to have an outside broadcast, let it be from your choice.
I'm going to rethink this thing very carefully.
It
I
doesn't
know
have
it's
to be from your own home.
no, I know it's very important to get out there. And
I have an idea, Jerry. Why don't you do it from Sean's home?
no, the bailiffs have already been in there. There's nothing left. No. I'm going to rethink. Seriously, I may say to you that we're certainly going to have some days out this year, and we're going to have them in unusual places. And we're thinking that at the moment, but my home will not be one of them. And thank you very much for supporting me in that.
Yes, well, I just wanted to let you know that
Thank
some
you
of us
very
out
much.
here do support
Thank
you.
you. God bless you.
All right.
Thank you very
Bye.
much indeed.
Bye, Jerry.
Bye. Bye. What?
Bill's there. He would like to hug you.
Tell him to find somebody else.
He's there. He's waiting.
He's not hugging me.
No, but he wants to shake your hand.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Nothing else? No, I can't take the risk.
Try it.
No.
He's a nice man.
I don't like people who want to shake things. No, tell him to go away.
No.
Yes.
He's a friend of yours.
I don't care. We haven't time for that. I've already started the record. Do you know what Magnus Magnuson says?
Yes. Well, I'll talk to Bill in the morning.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. That's either Pinky and Perky or Alison Krauss. I do believe it's the latter. It's Alison Krauss. That's a song called I Will, a Beatles song called I Will. Some emails there. Thank you, Tony McElroy. He said, praise the Lord and shout amen. Mr. Coyle is gone. I don't know how to take that.
Yes.
It's just an unusual email. Another man writes, he said, remember the people of Ulster said when the network dumped you years ago, it was the people of Ulster who stood by you.
That's right.
And absolutely right.
Yeah.
And I never forgot that. You know, Sean.
That's why you should start giving something
That's
back.
why I should give something back.
Yes.
What about money? Like, the money back.
I want you now to go home and have a nice light lunch and go to bed.
No, I'm not going to do that. No, I have many things to do. I've my email to open and things to do. It's no.
You're always giving yourself.
I know nothing else. I can only give 100%. That's all I have to give. And if I give less than 100%, I feel as if I'm cheating the listeners. But if I give 95%, it's no good. I'm going to give them everything I've got. I'm going to work by thunder, Sean. I'm going to work for the voters of Ulster.
You're a great BBC man.
I know. Nobody knows. I wish they'd realise what I'm doing for them. Yeah. I shall work until my fingers bleed.
By the way, the dishwasher's broken upstairs. Could you fix that before you go?
I'll do that, yeah. Thank you very much. That's all time for today. We'll be gone. Be back tomorrow at the same time. If you want to write to me, write to Gerry Anderson, care of BBC Radio Foyle, Derry Souk, London, Derry. Email gerry.anderson@bbc.co.uk. It's 12 o'clock.
92 to 95 FM.